Hello, welcome back. Still Art of Cycling, still me, Greg Leach, and of course still the Tour de France. We're on to, where are we in the grand scheme of things? Stage 12. So we're moving into the second half of the race. And yesterday was quite the day, and today being a flat stage, a relatively flat stage, a little less crazy, I think would be the right way to describe it. But still a day of racing, still a day of lot to be done, and has just been the case with almost every single stage. A breakaway, and with the breakaway, Jonas Abrahamson, excuse me, out there trying to pick up more points. Now, yesterday, he lost ownership of this jersey, but just as he had to wear the green jersey when he also had the lead in the polka dot jersey early on in the tour, he, I almost did the old logo for the polka dot jersey. Sometimes, you got to remember. And that's an important point. Let me make that about making art. You always should be painting what you see, not what you think you see. Does that make sense? In other words, like there, I was about to do Carrefour's logo and write their name, who used to sponsor this, because I was assuming something. What's the age-old expression? It finally taught me how to spell assume. Assuming makes an ass of you and me. So it's also true of it making an ass of your painting. So this breakaway is highly unlikely it will succeed. But for him, winning the stage is not the objective. He's in a position to add points. Did I finish the... No, I didn't. He's in a great position to add points, and while he won't be able to reclaim the outright ownership of the jersey today, but should he get over the last climb still to come, he will be tied on equal points with Vingegaard, but since Vingegaard is wearing the yellow jersey, he needs to wear that jersey and not this one. Just as Abraham's son had to wear the other day, had to wear the green jersey rather than the polka dot jersey. There is a hierarchy of jerseys. So, sorry, the age-old problem with these videos. I'm trying to concentrate on what I'm doing and keep telling you why I'm doing what I'm doing. So just trying to get some of the logos on the team car, just to give it some verisimilitude, one of my more favorite words. So they're having a quick conversation after Abrahamson picked up some bottles from his sports director, and now they get back on to the business of hand. So even now, I mean, even if he doesn't get the next climb, but most likely he will. The nice thing is his breakaway companions are not challenging him for it. But regardless of whether he ties or is 1 point behind, he will still be in the jersey tomorrow. And no matter what, he won't own the jersey tomorrow. So visually, nothing will change. Which has kind of been what's been happening, well, the last couple stages. Visually, nothing changed, but the whole emotionality of the stage, of the race did. Sorry, now I'm trying to come up with a title. Here, we'll call it Getting Things Done. All right, so now we'll start switching doing the colors. And what, just as Visma had to change its race colors for there, and so they're wearing red with a bit of yellow. X did as well, so they're wearing red with a bit of yellow. And but their team car didn't have to change colors. So it is a little wild to see this, excuse me, bright yellow car in the middle of the peloton. It always confuses me because, I again associate yellow with that of the race leader or the sponsor. One of the big sponsors, the sponsor of the yellow jersey, LCL, Credit Lyonnais. But this is X Mobility. And so their car, like I said, can be the yellow, but they can't. The team can't. Because obviously the whole point of the yellow jersey is so that everybody on the side of the road can tell who's leading the race. And of course, it's easy for the commentators and everyone else, all of us, to find the Maillot jaune in the middle of the peloton. So working my way through the palette as always. A little too much water in that skin tone. And I do like how Jonas has bedecked himself in polka dots. He's required to wear the jersey with the polka dots on it, but he has opted for his pants and socks, helmet, and although you can't see him here, also his gloves. And what's really, I think, rather amazing, and I don't know how they pull these things off, is the name, the logo of his bike manufacturer, Dogma, if I remember correctly. Even that, the lettering is done white lettering with red polka dots, which means that somebody had to make that happen one night. And like Tade has yellow accents, his bike logo, that name is also in yellow. And the handlebar tape And even his wheel set, the logos on the wheels are in bright yellow as well. So people take a lot of pride, obviously with the yellow jersey, but with any leader's jersey. And Binet Gourmet is doing, why do I call him Gourmet? Binet Gourmet is doing the same thing with his green. And now Remco can't really do, it's not as dramatic because his color is white, his best young rider. A lot of people have been going on about he's wearing Tade's jersey because Tade won, but all for 2 years didn't wear the white jersey of best young rider because he, in those 2 years, he also won the whole thing. So he wore the yellow jersey as he is now. So right in front of him is Turgis, Anthony Turgis, who has managed to get himself in another breakaway. He's actually won a stage this year, won the very iconic race on the gravel roads through the Champagne region. Very exciting stage. That stage, and of course all of my Tour de France work, you can see on my cycling blog, theartofcycling.blogspot.com, where you can also purchase. If you follow the links there, you can purchase these paintings. This one included, once it gets posted. But you'll follow a link, you'll find a link there that you can follow to my website, gregleach.com. where you can actually purchase the price. There's very secure purchasing set up there by the website. I don't handle it directly. I'll never know any of your information other than your address so that I can ship the painting to you. I don't think I've mentioned it here, but the paintings, each individual watercolor, sells for the low, low price of $95, and that includes domestic shipping. Domestic as in the United States. And you can, if you're outside of the United States, I do ship there. It's just additional shipping cost. I lose a little bit of money on that, but thrilled to have my work go wherever people want to have it. Just realize that this back panel, they have yellow as well, so I'll have to come back and get that. Because if I try to do it now, that yellow and the gray I just laid down are going to bleed into each other. And that won't be pretty. And we like pretty. And sometimes the bleeding is actually good. All right, so while I'm waiting for that, I'm going to go ahead and move over to this grass on each side of the road. And you notice I had to shift that. I have some thumbtacks in this piece of drywall. And I started that originally because last year, gosh, I don't even know now, but I had shoulder surgery and I could not hold it down. And during the spring campaign, I still wanted to paint. But then it's helpful because it holds the paper down. It doesn't pop up, because as you put water on, paint on, which is basically I'm just putting water on the surface, it tends to buckle and curl, leaving it a little bit harder to control, and oftentimes marks will go astray. I won't get, particularly with the brush may end up not where I want it. It's a little rock wall cliff along the side of the road here. And I see I forgot to come back, get Leclerc's, which if I remember correctly is a grocery store chain. Their colors are yellow and blue, so they take two of the polka dots and make them their company colors. Of course, now I put blue on my paintbrush. So get this panel, which is a slightly different yellow. It's just a touch of orange in it. There we go. A little bit more dark inside the vehicle. So again, that Dioxine purple and Hooker green, or I think it's Hooker's green. So just about done. The roadway needs to be done, I think, and they are there, but a little more detail would be the shadows of the riders. That just obviously adds another level to the piece. Move those little points where there's a saturation of paint because I picked up the brush. Give that a second. Just a second is all it takes, because I can go over here before I lay in the road, which is just going to be same color as the shadows, but more water. So again, just about finished here. Final brush strokes. Just in time. I don't know if you heard Pippin come tippy-tapping in. Going, where's my dinner? So thanks so much. I hope you'll, if you're not already a subscriber, please become one. And you'll see all the work that way when it pops up. And I'd love to know what you think of this piece, of the tour, and the idea of painting the Tour de France. Love to hear from you, and thank you very much to those I already have. Thank you. Thanks for watching.